The male poisonous toad is surprised when he sees the female poisonous toad, while the female poisonous toad looks charming as she smiles at him. The moment he leaves his spot to chase after her, Shen Shi celebrates, thinking that the poisonous toad really is a fellow believer who properly follows his instincts, which means his plan involving poison and laxatives probably will not be needed anymore. He only hopes the poisonous toad does not finish too soon. Suddenly, Yu Wushuang calls out to the demonic beast and orders it to watch her. The male poisonous toad immediately lets out a loud cry and hurries back, leaving Shen Shi puzzled. The poisonous toad becomes alarmed when he sees Shen Shi, while Shen Shi is left horrified and speechless. The poisonous toad curses him to die, prompting Shen Shi to quickly pull his blue lake sword out of the water and question why he is cursing him before using stepping wave. The poisonous toad mocks Shen Shi for being only a mere golden core stage cultivator who does not know his place, but he cannot even finish before Shen Shi's attack slams into him, making him spit out blood as he is thrown through the air and crashes into a rock. Completely confused, he finds it impossible and wonders whether human cultivators have already become this strong. He is then left speechless when he hears Yu Wushuang continuously using stepping wave. Meanwhile, Shen Shi wonders who the hell the douchebag is that ruined his chance, and whether they are screaming and shouting within 10 miles because they are afraid their ambush might succeed. The poisonous toad feels the overwhelming pressure and reasons that if the golden core stage cultivator from earlier is already that strong, then an attack from a Nascent Soul stage cultivator will flatten him together with the mountain. Even so, he decides that if he is going to die anyway, he will at least die with dignity. He releases his aura directly toward the fiery lotus flying at him, and the two attacks collide in a massive explosion. Shen Shi curses inwardly, wondering whether an ultimate move carrying such terrifying spiritual pressure really disappeared just like that. Yu Wushuang suddenly appears and remarks that being able to break her Samadhi fire lotus proves the poisonous toad has some skill, but that still will not stop her from taking the 5-element fruit that day. Shen Shi immediately recognizes Yu Wushuang, remembering that she is the genius from Taiyun Immortal Sect and also the sect leader's daughter. Meanwhile, the poisonous toad concludes that human cultivators are still the same, meaning he must have been mistaken earlier. He launches several sharp auras toward Yu Wushuang, while she responds with scorching phoenix cry before quickly dodging his attack. The poisonous toad taunts her for already being scared, while still daring to steal his treasure. Yu Wushuang only scoffs, claiming there is no reason to use the fire phoenix against him because she can deal with him by herself. On the other hand, Shen Shi immediately wonders why she wasted her energy summoning the phoenix if it was only for show. Back in the fight, the poisonous toad fires even more sharp auras toward Yu Wushuang. She moves swiftly through them, dodging each attack while preparing to strike back, but suddenly notices another aura coming straight at her. She quickly pulls her clothes out of the way and remarks that it was close because her clothes almost got dirtied. Shen Shi is left speechless, thinking he cannot watch anymore because this is probably the most brain-damaging battle he has ever seen. Meanwhile, the poisonous toad scoffs at the stupid human. Yu Wushuang then condemns him for using poison and calls him despicable. But as the poison begins taking effect, she immediately recognizes that things are bad. The poisonous toad reveals that anyone poisoned by his Kinglan poison will have their strength greatly reduced for a certain period, even if they are a god transformation cultivator, before laughing loudly. He extends his tongue and catches Yu Wushuang, leaving her flustered as she is restrained. The poisonous toad wonders what a Nascent Soul cultivator would taste like. Suddenly, Shen Shi uses stepping wave. The poisonous toad recognizes the same skill again and declares that he is no longer afraid of Shen Shi because he was only careless earlier. However, Shen Shi's attack sends him flying once more, smashing him into another rock. The poisonous toad curses Shen Shi as a bastard and condemns him for daring to ambush him without any martial values. He then releases Kinglan Poison Gas Blast directly at Shen Shi. Shen Shi answers with Stepping Wave again. The poisonous toad curses as Shen Shi's attack tears straight through his own, demanding to know whether that is the only move he knows. Shen Shi calmly denies it. This time, it is his actual Stepping Wave. Shen Shi uses Stepping Wave once again, and Yu Wushuang watches as he swings his sword powerfully in front of her. This time, Stepping Wave is far stronger than before, and the poisonous toad trembles in fear at the power behind the attack, unable to understand how this is possible. Shen Shi warns that he has no intention of killing him as long as he stays out of the way, prompting the poisonous toad to quickly thank him for sparing his life. Even so, Shen Shi feels exasperated. If the silly girl Yu Wushuang had not interfered, he could have easily obtained what he wanted without settling everything in such a simple and crude way. Yu Wushuang then politely gets his attention and requests some of the five-element fruit, offering to pay any price he names. Hearing this, Shen Shi wonders what she will do if he simply refuses to sell it, while finding that she is still exactly the same as before, always wanting anything she considers good. Yu Wushuang becomes extremely flustered and offers 5 fifth-grade elixirs in exchange for 1 fire-element, 5-element fruit. The poisonous toad immediately questions whether she is serious, because if she had simply given him that price from the beginning, he would have handed over all 5 fruits without any need to fight. Shen Shi knows the poisonous toad guards the 5-element fruit because it wants to transform, while the most effective transformation elixir refined from it is only 5th grade. Yet Yu Wushuang is now offering 5 5th-grade elixirs for a single 5-element fruit, which is exactly the kind of thing he expects from her. He can only wonder why his ex-girlfriend has not improved at all. Yu Wushuang begins pulling things from her bag, offering something else if her previous price is not enough. The moment she reveals one item, the poisonous toad identifies it as the Winter Mountain Spirit Stone. However, Yu Wushuang immediately changes her mind and insists she cannot give that one away, then takes out another item instead. The poisonous toad recognizes this one as Cloud-Hidden Jade. At once, the poisonous toad secretly communicates with Shen Shi through telepathy, proposing that they work together to get rid of Yu Wushuang and take all her treasures. If Shen Shi wants, he can even use poison and have his way with the pretty lady. Shen Shi sharply warns him to shut his mouth if he still wants to live, and the poisonous toad lets out a quick croaking sound before falling silent. Shen Shi then yells at Yu Wushuang to stop taking things out because it is already enough, before questioning whether anyone has ever warned her what she needs to be careful about whenever she goes outside. Yu Wushuang admits that she actually snuck out. Hearing that, Shen Shi suddenly wonders why he is the one feeling wronged by all of this. He extends his arms toward the 5-element tree and uses his aura to pluck the 5-element fruits directly from its branches, quickly gathering them behind his back. Yu Wushuang lets out a dejected sigh, but Shen Shi stops her from getting disappointed and reveals that he intends to give her the fire-element fruit. Yu Wushuang is immediately surprised and seeks confirmation that he is really willing to give it to her. Shen Shi instead warns that whenever she goes outside, she must remember not to reveal her wealth so carelessly, or people with evil intentions will target her. Even with powerful backing, she may still be unable to avoid injury or even death, so she should take the fruit and return home early. Yu Wushuang is left in awe by his warning, and as she looks at him, she begins seeing Shen Shi's real appearance behind the disguise while he urges her to quickly take the fruit. She cannot understand why Shen Shi comes to mind again. The young man in front of her is simply too similar to him, making her wonder how he is doing now. Back then, Shen Shi always loved showing off, and was obviously such an idiot that he even stood in her way. Even so, Yu Wushuang refuses to accept his things for nothing, and insists that he name a price, promising to agree to whatever he wants. Shen Shi considers the 5-element fruit not particularly valuable in the first place, so he requests only 1 transformation elixir and an ingot of Daluo gold. The mention of Daluo gold surprises Yu Wushuang, who becomes impressed that his cultivation level is not only high, but that he also appears skilled in refining. Shen Shi modestly remarks that he only knows a little. Yu Wushuang hands over the transformation pill, but unfortunately, she has not brought any refining materials with her. Instead, she comes up with another method and gives him the mother sword of the channeling jade sword, explaining that once she returns to the sect, she can send the material through the child sword of the channeling jade sword. Shen Shi points out that the value of the channeling jade sword already far exceeds the combined price of the 5-element fruit and transformation pill. Yu Wushuang then introduces herself as Yu Wushuang of the Taiyun Immortal sect, adding that since he saved her life, she will naturally repay him generously. Besides transferring items, the jade sword can also be used to communicate, allowing him to contact her at any time if he ever needs anything. Shen Shi introduces himself as Qian Ren, a casual cultivator. With everything settled, Yu Wushuang announces that she will leave first and reminds him to contact her, while Shen Shi can only regard her as a silly girl. Once she is gone, Shen Shi suddenly turns his attention back to the poisonous toad and warns that he can leave if he has no interest in the transformation pill. The poisonous toad is instantly stunned and questions whether Shen Shi really intends to give the pill to him. Shen Shi points out that he has no use for it himself, although there is one condition. In exchange, the poisonous toad will need to help him with something. The poisonous toad immediately suspects that Shen Shi plans to make him a pet in exchange for a single pill. Shen Shi challenges whether he is unwilling, and the poisonous toad instantly denies it, insisting there is no possible way he would refuse and that he is willing to do absolutely anything, while urgently requesting that Shen Shi put the sword down first. Shen Shi then instructs him to eat the transformation pill. A demonic beast becomes weakest during transformation, and the unique scent released by the transformation pill also attracts large numbers of demonic beasts. So Shen Shi intends to protect him through the process. The poisonous toad remains worried because the mountain contains many beasts, but Shen Shi assures him that with him around, nothing will be able to hurt him.